That's the 2 week.
All set? All right. We have the May 13th meeting of the Conservation Commission. Stand and salute the flag, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
Hey, Bert.
Bert, how are you? Well, where are we? Did we do the Pine Ridge Estates discussion or no?
The Pine Ridge discussion quickly. Phil and I have had conversation yesterday.
Let me just read up. So the first thing is a discussion, Pine Ridge Estates 40B project. Go ahead, Chris.
Yes, so the Pine Ridge Estates 40B project off of West Bar Lakes Road. Phil and I, we just got some more correspondence in Phil today. So Phil and I are gonna meet tomorrow and propose a letter together to be submitted to the ZBA for conservation's concerns.
Okay.
And it's relative to stormwater designs for the development.
All right, that's it?
That's it.
All right, septic repair, or septics. Jeanette Ferry, 38 Quail Trail. How are you?
For the record, good evening, guys.
How are you?
My name is George Ayub, I represent Mr. Ferry here. I have some reduced plans needed to read.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
We got extras here. Okay.
But
As you can see here, we have an existing three-bedroom house that has a failing septic system. There are the property is about 69,000 square feet. And we got some wetland in the back. The septic system, the septic tank and the leaching field are in the front of the property on a high area. Trying to replace, I'm replacing the septic tank and put new septic leaching field in the front. The new one, it will be for a three-bedroom house, and the system will meet the requirements of DEP and the town of Port of Health. It's basically a straightforward project. We got some proposed silt sock in the back, you can see it right here. And the green line is where the wetland flags are. And we got 25-foot buffer and we got the 50-foot buffer. There's no work at all within the 50-foot buffer. All the work is outside the 50-foot buffer. It's straightforward and hopefully we get negative determination.
thank you, George. Chris?
Mr. Chairman, members, Jeanette Ferry, 38 Quail Trail. This is a request for determination of applicability filed by George Ayub. The report date is May 7th, 2025. This is a Board of Health Director approved plan. Site visit was on May 7th, 2025 as well. Description of the work: the applicant has filed to repair the existing sewage disposal system on the property located at 38 Quail Trail. The property has wetlands existing to the rear end site and are delineated with wetland flags 1 through wetland flag 5. The line is shown accurately. The proposed repair will install a new leaching area 90 feet from the edge of the wetland, and the new tank will be the closest activity at 55 feet. Erosion controls will be installed along the wetland edge, will be maintained until the work is completed. Recommendations to the board: the Westport Conservation should approve the proposed sewage disposal repair for 38 Quail Trail with a negative box 3 determination. That is all, Mr. Chairman.
No, any questions, George?
No questions.
Okay. This, you have this, have to pump it up, you're pumping it up to the leach field?
Yes.
Yeah.
The existing tank will be pumped out and removed.
No, I mean, is it, because I'm looking at the grade, I'm just curious, you have to pump it up to it?
No, I'm not
No.
changing, everything the same.
Okay.
The grade is staying the same.
All right, any questions? No questions, or motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All set, George. Thank you. All right. Next, we have David Moore, notice of intent, 144 Cherry.
This one.
Did I miss one? Oh, I'm sorry. KWK Realty LLC, 744 Drift Road. Septic repair. Is that you too, George?
Same thing.
All right.
Again, I have some reduced land area.
Thank you.
here. This is a very large property, by the way, over 30 acres.
Correct.
And,
Yeah.
29 of it's wet.
Thank you.
yeah, possibly, yeah. I didn't figure it out, somebody else did, but,
I'd say 19.5. 20 acres.
This must have been, we had a case,
this
because I think it was
This is all the gravel pit, by the way. They use the.
yeah,
gravel
pre-approved
for
case
duplicate,
where, on the list where it was listed as like over 1 million square feet. A
Oh,
lot. Like 1.3 million
Yeah,
square feet.
1.373 million.
Yeah, I thought it was a typo. That's correct.
That's the Amazon building, Amazon building, this is really scary.
Where is 744, Chris?
What's that?
Where is 744?
Close
Right
to
where
you.
Howard Giffords is.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
it's
there it
not
is.
too
Okay, yeah,
far from you.
1.3.
The driveway before Howard Giffords.
All right.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, this is almost similar situation, however, this is a very large property, over 31 acres. And currently, there is an existing house, very old house here, I heard it's a couple hundred years old or something like that. They brought it from Swansea, I heard.
Correct,
From
yeah.
Somerset, from Somerset.
Correct.
Wow.
Anyway, we got an existing 4-bedroom house, and we're proposing, the existing system failed, and we're proposing a 5-bedroom. We are adding another bedroom. However, we are adding a denitrification system in the area, since it's within the Westport River watershed area. And the new leaching field will be outside the 100-foot buffer, similar to the previous one. And the new septic tank, which is a fast system, will be close to 100, a little bit less than 100, I believe. You see it? Yeah, yeah, probably 90 feet from the edge of the wetland. And the leaching field more than 100 feet, 118 feet from the edge of the wetland. We are going to pump the system. The grade is not changing much, very little at the end where, this is the gravel pit, by the way, they excavated, as you can see over here, all been excavated. And again, this is a straightforward project. We'll be using silt sock as needed on the slope, on both sides, and hopefully we get negative determination.
Thank you.
Where's the added bedroom going? You only list 4 on the
Accessory, they're going to come back to you guys, they don't know yet because they're selling the property now.
Okay, yep,
It will
I
be-
understand. So
I
you're
heard-
making that up
Yeah,
open for,
it will be on this side, on the high side.
okay,
That's why you can see the stub on this side, on the right side.
Yeah.
I heard it's going, but they don't know yet, it's an accessory bedroom.
okay, no worries, thank you, George. This is KWK Realty LLC, 744 Drift Road. Request for determination of applicability filed by George Ayub. Report date is May 8, 2025. BPH, now, this is Board of Health pending, but I think this is Director approved as well.
Yeah, it is.
This is Director approved also. Detailed description of the work. The applicant has filed to repair the existing sewage disposal system. Wetland line, wetland flags C26 through C38, wetland flags 90 through wetland flag C102, C90 to C102 are shown accurately to what exists on site. The leaching field is proposed to be installed outside the buffer zone along the existing driveway. The tank and pump chamber will be 90 feet from the wetland edge. Erosion controls will be installed along both wetland areas and remain until the area is seeded and stabilized. Again, as George mentioned, this property is accessed by a long driveway off Drift Road, so This is actually Jesse's Neck, which is a peninsula that sits straddled between the Kirby Brook and the Westport River, or Snell Creek, one or the other, Snell Creek. So this is, again, deceiving on where the property is, but it encompasses this large upland area out on that section of Jesse's Neck. So recommendations, the Westport Conservation Commission should approve the proposed sewage disposal system with a negative box 3 determination for KWK Realty LLC, 744 Drift Road.
Any questions, George?
No, sir.
Okay. Any questions from the table? If not, a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that's unanimously. That was Jason and Kevin.
Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
Great plans.
Are these two next ones, are they going to be continued?
Yes, they are, Mr. Chairman. Both of them requested continuances to the 27th of May.
Okay. First,
This is the previous one, I'm close enough to the river to be in the riverfront, huh?
What's that?
These, Drift Road and the previous one, they're fairly close to the Westport River, aren't they? But they're outside the riverfront area.
Yeah, but they're outside the riverfront area, yes, yes. KWK, yes, is out on a peninsula, but it's surrounded by a 300-foot marsh, so the river's protection is quite a distance away from the home.
all right. Headtown Landing Country Store, Inc. Notice of intent, 488 Old County Road, SE 80 2796, upgrade septic system riverfront and land subject to coastal storm flowage. This is going to be continued until the May 27th.
Correct,
I
Mr. Chairman.
I just need a motion to continue it,
Motion
please.
to continue to May 27th.
Thank you, Kevin. Do I have a second? Second from Phil. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, it's unanimously held.
Chris?
Next.
Chris,
Discussion allowed on it, or because it's continued?
No,
let's continue, right.
yeah, no, we can't do it without the representatives being here.
Thank you.
David Moore, notice of intent, 144 Cherry and Webb Lane, after the fact filing to construct elevated dune staircase, landing, walkway, and back dune planting in coastal resource area, Barrier Beach, and land subject to coastal storm flowage. This also, the representative wants to continue to 5/27/25, so I need a motion for that, please.
I'll make a motion to continue.
Motion from Jason, do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Phil, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's unanimously held. Next, we have bills. What is this? Woods Hole Group. Chris, what's this bill? This is,
This bill is a 10% share for the CZM MVP grant. So of that 20-some-odd thousand, we are paying 10% of that.
so the total bill is,
In-kind services
Right.
for this grant.
total bill is $29,062. We're paying $2,906.20. So I need a motion to pay. We voted on this earlier.
Yes, we did,
Yeah,
to allocate up to $30,000, Mr.
right.
Chairman.
So I need a motion to pay the $2,900.
Second.
Okay, that was Kevin and Jason. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that's unanimously owned. East Bay Media advertising for hearings, $123. Need a motion to pay?
Motion to pay.
Motion from Jason, do you have a second?
Second.
Second from Phil, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's unanimously owned. Next, we have Troy Press.
Business card.
Business cards for Chris and Christmas cards for Leon. Just kidding. Business cards for Chris, $36. Need a motion to pay?
Motion to pay.
Motion to pay from Jason, do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Phil, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that's unanimously owned. 4:15 minutes. Myself, Jake, Jason, Kevin, Thomas. No, I guess we can do this one. We were all here. All right, so we have motions from the minutes from the last meeting. They're all sent to you via email. Does anybody have any changes? If no changes, the motion to accept the minutes from last meeting and approve.
So moved.
Motion from Phil, do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Jason, all in favor? Opposed? All right, that's unanimously owned. That's all I have. Chris?
I have nothing, Mr. Chairman. This is a short agenda for us tonight.
All right, I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion from adjourn from Kevin. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Jason. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, that's unanimous, Leon. Thank you. All set, Val.
Good enough.